Hello, everyone. This is Tony from Two Copper Pieces, and this is 1on1rpg. And I'm joined here by this fellow.
Elliot, also known as... Sorry, I don't know why I was expecting you to introduce me.
I made it like a sentence, like I was about to say it, that's why.
Over 100 episodes in, and I still haven't learned the format.
You think I'm Ipsy?
Yes! Announce me, Ipsy! I'm Elliot, also known as Elephant Bear, also known as Sirbastion Egberto VIII. Tony, Ipsy, did I ever tell you the story of Sirbastion Egberto V?
Oh, probably not.
He was a copper dragonborn.
He's a police officer.
No, I wish I'd thought of that pun. I would have run with it. No, he was in fact actually, a bit of a sad story. He fell asleep once next to a copper statue smelting factory, and they mistook him for one of the copper statues, so they sent him in to be smelted. Very tragic, but he makes such a lovely statue in the middle of the town square that no one's had the heart to bring him down.
So what was the problem? He smelt bad?
Not anymore, he didn't.
Oh, good.
I'm glad that was actually an interaction between me, Elliot Walker, and Ipsy, just to break the fourth wall.
Well, I mean, you started by saying
I did
Ipsy.
start the... Yes, I did.
Don't play. Yes, good interaction. Good interactions all around. I feel like it's becoming a bit mazes and monsters. We don't know where D&D starts or ends. Disseminator6 says hello. There are 3 people in the room, and she's the only one being polite. I think I'm one of the other ones, to be fair.
I could jump in as well if you want me to bump up numbers.
No, it's fine. I don't need you to bump up numbers. That's a bit... That's desperate.
One extra person. We're hitting big numbers now.
I'm only here to be a conduit for the chat, so I can, be their representative. So if you enjoy these kind of slow starts, hanging around for things to get going, and then a few chats. Oh, my wife Jenny the Genie also says hello, hands up. I guess we're under arrest or being robbed. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a reference to copper. Yeah, if you enjoy all of that, please like, subscribe, share, tell people about us, come and say things in the chat and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to spin this out while I wait for Fingers McGee to finish his brilliant message. I'm not being a conduit for that, though. That's your own message.
It was well spotted.
But anyone watching this will also see that. The listeners at home won't, however. So that's why you need to go onto the Twitch stream, listeners, so you can see all of these fun bantery things that are happening.
These inside jokes.
Yeah. The stuff that I report is it's got to only be about 95% of the chat.
Our jokes are so inside, they've never even seen the sun.
Yeah, certainly. So Ipsy is going to interview you about last time. And I just realized we haven't actually had any sort of briefing before we started. So who knows how this is going to go.
Well, I can imagine.
Last time, sir, do you remember when you got that icon of Ravenloft?
Yes, I do, Ipsy. Father bought it off a hard-up man who... he looked a little like Mad Berry, I'll be honest.
Like Mad Mary?
Mad Mary, yes. He was begging off the streets of Neverwinter, and Father just simply had to get it for me.
Oh, and did he have an umbrella with him?
That's the funny thing. No.
Oh, fair enough. Did he have one by the time you left? Did you have yours when you left?
He may have started with an umbrella, MC, but I was the one who finished with it.
Okay. And what else happened last time? Last time we were going to see the wars of Ivantalk or something.
Oh, Ipsy, you and your mispronunciations. It's the Orcs of Wiventor. We have been hired by Mayor Tobin Wester to clear out the Orcs of Wyventor. And as a very clever gentleman who has attended many years of over a decade of boarding school, trained under the finest of sword masters, I decided to use all of my D&D resources first before arriving. I have 1 second wind left.
Oh, good. You've got a second wind left.
And may I just say, Ipsy, your performance last time was absolutely dreadful.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I always pale in comparison to you.
Usually you do a lot less paling. This last time you were a veritable poop tornado of uselessness.
Oh dear. I don't know what to say about that. Should I just flush myself away, sir?
No, Ipsy. Who would carry my bags? Or my dead body back to my father if this plays out the way I suspect it will. But enough of this funny repartee on my podcast.
Perhaps you could give
We
a
are
more
currently
recap. Yes.
We are currently sitting outside Wyventor itself, being very noisy as we have this back and forth.
The Wyventor?
Yes, the Wyventor. It's over there on the map.
They don't look like they can hear us, sir. In fact, they look like they're actively not listening to us.
What? Outrageous. We must have at least 4 or 5 viewers, Ipsy.
Maybe we should just do the podcast all the way into Wyventor and surprise them.
Walk and talk, we should call it.
Walk and Talkins.
Walk and talk with the Orcs.
Oh, that's brilliant, sir. Anything I said beforehand was pure rubbish.
I'm glad you understand, Ipsy.
And what are we going to do, sir? Are we going to sneak in? Are we going to charge in? Are you going to go and command them to leave, given your high station?
Oh, my goodness. Ipsy, I absolutely wish you hadn't suggested that last one to me. I was going to go stealthy until you put that idea in my head. Now I fear I must live it out, but we'll see. First, though, Ipsy, you absolutely must roll me a d6. For our fabulous D&D trivia segment.
Number 1.
Number 1, okay. Oh, it's a multiple choice question. How many pounds of weight at most? I think we've had this one before, in fact. In fact, I'm going to put this one to the back because I'm fairly certain we've had it before.
We had that one before too?
No, but I can't. Some of these words are very difficult to pronounce. Crenshinibon, a sentient evil relic, also known as the Crystal Shard, drew its strength from what natural source?
I should have some sort of clue about that, having read the amazing Icewind Dale trilogy. That amazing was slightly sarcastic, everyone. It's okay.
Was that R.A. Salvatore?
Yeah.
Why was that not a question? We would have got that straight away.
What was the question again? It's something to do with Shardlin.
Crenshinibon, a sentient evil relic also known as Crystal Shard, the Crystal Shard, drew its strength from from what natural source? I don't think it is Shardlin.
Oh.
That was a red herring for our fans.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think the answer is Shardlin. I thought you were talking about Shardlin, but I know the yeah, okay. I don't know if I'll get that one right, but we'll see. Perhaps some people might make some suggestions throughout the episode. 2 other viewers have joined us. Hello to Pergio, maybe?
Peugeot? Are they a car?
Yes. Pirgho. And Thruna. Disseminator reckons it draws its energy from water.
That is a natural source. Can't deny that.
Absolutely. Sorry. So we're outside. So what are we going to do? What's the plan?
Well, first, Ipsy, what can my dragonborn eyes see?
I imagine you're with your impressive and talented dragonborn eyes. You'll be able to see even more than the following. And there's a hut just to the left up the path, and a hut to the right up the path. Standing in the center of that path between the two huts is some orc guard. And then there seems to be a bit of a fire billowing up from the center. And just beyond that fire is a watchtower. There seem to be two orcs up there in the watchtower. And then one of them seems to be facing our direction, and then the other one seems to be facing the opposite direction. And sometimes their pattern switches, so they go to be facing what's the word? Perpendicular to us, sir, and then in our line of sight. And
Okay.
it seemed to be a bit of a circle of huts, sir, and there may be other orcs there, but I cannot see them, sir, because the huts are in the way. Perhaps that's all there are, just the 3 orcs, but I would be surprised if that were the case. Also, judging by these tracks, sir, it seems that this is the path that they may use for entering and exiting frequently when they go on hunts and that kind of thing. There are some fresh tracks, and judging by the wind and the amount of the impression of the feet in the ground, I'd say they've been out hunting for about 2 hours. And by my knowledge of orcs, sir, that I would expect them to take about 3 hours to hunt. So they would probably be back in an hour. But of course, you obviously would know a lot more than I, sir, with your impressive eyes.
I'll be honest, Ipsy, that started out very ropey, but then you really pulled it back at the end.
Well, the trouble is, sir, I just can't say all of the words at the same time.
Yeah, for some reason in my head, I heard the name Wyvern Tor, and I built it up like a dilapidated old castle ruin that the orcs had moved into. And now I'm finding out it's a small orc village.
It's more like a plateau.
Not a plat finger.
Thank you very much for that word of the day, toilet paper, sir.
As long as you haven't been eating it again, Ipsy.
No.
Okay, right. So there's 1 orc that we can see on the ground, and 2 up in the... How tall is the watchtower?
About as tall as you, sir.
It's only about 6 foot tall, Ipsy.
Well, it will probably grow when we get near it, sir.
Okay, right. I see the problem here, Ipsy. Some things are small but far away. Some things are large and close.
Oh, I see.
So let me ask... Let me think to myself about how tall this tower is.
That reminds me of something people used to say to me at school, sir. They used to say, "Your mama is so tall and close, even when she's not."
Where? Oh, sorry, that's good. That's good. I like that one. Ipsy, yes, of course. You absolutely mean when I was at school and you were there?
Well, yes, sir. I went to servant school.
Yes, of course.
Last week.
Oh, that particular school said.
Yes, it was the head butler who used to say that about my mama.
What a prat.
Yes, it was Master Pratt.
Yes, he's Miss. Oh, I call him by his first name, Water. And this probably won't. I'm not trained in this, so it's not a good idea. But I'm going to ask anyway. Could I do some kind of survival check to see exactly how many orcs have gone hunting? To see if I can count the tracks.
You can have advantage because Ipsy has pointed out several of the tracks.
That's good. Well, my survival is really -1, so 14 off the bat, not bad. And I'm going to stick with the 14 rather than the 3.
You reckon half a dozen-ish, give or take 3 in either direction.
So Mayor Wester sent one incompetent-seeming dragonborn and his manservant to fight half a dozen orcs.
Is this Elliot speaking? Or
this is Elliot speaking.
Perhaps he thought, because of the way this dragonborn presents himself, he might have resources that could help.
I don't think anything about the interaction presented that information.
What about your family name?
Okay, Ipsit, back in it.
Yes, sir.
I think the best thing to do straight away, if we can knock down the watchtower, we might be able to damage or at least incapacitate two of the orcs straight away, and then it's just two, you and me, versus the last orc. And then we can deal with the other half dozen orcs in a few hours when they return. I might be able to get a long rest in and get some resources back up there.
I see, sir. Okay, so how are we going to knock it down, sir? We're going to run past the first orc, then push the watchtower down, and try and get in. But we're going to get in, and they're not going to see us, are they? Or are they?
Well, they are in a watchtower, Ipsy, but you are particularly stealthy, but you're not particularly strong. I am not particularly strong either, but I have a thing known as Dragon's Breath, which I'm assuming the watchtower is made of wood.
Yes.
Do the orcs have any kind of horses or anything about, or are they?
Are you asking Ipsy, or are you making a perception check?
Not everything I ask is to Ipsy. I will make a perception check if I may, which I'm also not very good at.
You're speaking slightly posher than you usually do, but not quite as posh as Sir.
I'm trying to impress our fans, Tony. That was a natural 20. Natural 20. But I have -1, so it's a 19.
All right, so your natural 20. You got, yeah, lovely. You don't see any horses currently kept anywhere, but you do not have a full view of the encampment.
Okay.
So you do notice some like hoof prints and stuff along the tracks, so it's possible they have horses, but perhaps they took them hunting.
Well, Ipsy, you are much stealthier than I am. So I'm going to need you to...
Sir. You are stealthier than I. You are better at everything than I.
Oh, quite literally, Ipsy. I appreciate that. But I am wearing heavy armor, and you are not. So I clank when I walk, and you do not. So I'm going to need you to do a quick run around of the camp.
Do you want me to clank really loudly so that people don't notice you?
No, Ipsy, because then I don't want them to notice at all right now. What I would really like to do is find out if there are any horses left, because I have rope, as all adventurers have. They always have rope in their pack. And I would like to tie one into the horse and one into the watchtower and then scare the horse. So it, runs off and pulls the watchtower with it.
I see. So you want me to sneak around and scope out the place?
Which way are the guards looking right now?
Right now, the two guards are looking perpendicular to our direction, and in the ones in the watchtower.
Mm-hmm.
The one at the entrance seems to be looking off to the side and sometimes looking at something in his hands, looking at some stones, stuff like that.
Okay. Remind me, no one mentioned anything about any hostages, did they? This is just pure orc murder.
Get rid of the orcs because they keep coming down trying to nick stuff or cause problems to people on the road.
Yeah. But I wasn't asked to retrieve anything from the orcs. I wasn't asked to save anyone. It was just, these orcs are a pain in the butt. Get rid of them.
Yeah, as far as you know.
Okay. How big is the platform at the top of the watchtower?
It's about a 20-foot square.
If I catch one right, I can knock it off, but with my heavy crossbow, because I can push 10 foot. But I unreliably informed by Ipsy that it's only 6 foot tall. So I, out of game, know that would be only 1d6 points of fall damage. Okay, let's Ipsy. Here's what we're going to do. You've had your chance to be useful.
Thank you, sir.
You are going to stick with me in the shadows so that people don't see you. I am going to try and sneak. If I get caught, it's going to be your job to shoot the one on the ground. Do you have a ranged weapon, Ipsy?
He picks up a rock.
Throw one of your daggers, Ipsy.
He pulls out a dagger.
Perfect. Because as someone who's sneaky, you might be able to do sneak attack damage, which might be enough to fell the beast. I'm sorry, that was very insensitive of me. Not all orcs are beasts. Fell the bastard. Again, I don't know his parental situation. That was very rude. Fell the blackguard. I, in the meantime, will be trying to sneak up on the watchtower. If I see a horse on the way, then Robert's your father's brother. If I don't, then I will have to come up with a plan when I'm closer. Is there a ladder in the watchtower? Like a rickety ladder taking up there?
There's a ladder in the center.
Well, if I can get close enough, I can just take the ladder out, and that'll be them stuck up there, and then I can deal with them at my leisure.
They probably don't have any ranged weapons or anything up there.
Yes, but I will also have a ranged weapon, and I will be able to take better cover. Look,
Yeah,
Ipsy. You give me a lot of this, and I'm wiggling my hand in a mouth motion. I need you to give me a bit more of this. And I'm holding my hand closed like a closed mouth. And that was
you are, sir.
That was for the podcast and for you, Ipsy.
Thank you.
When I need your opinion, Ipsy, I'll give it to you.
Okay, I'll stop interacting with you.
No! Didn't say that. Just, say yes. And do the thing I've asked you to do. And successfully do it. Right, anyway, we're going to go, all right? Are you hidden?
So wait, I sneak with you, and then when you get caught, I attack that man.
If I get caught.
Okay, if you get caught, I attack that man. And if you don't get caught, I just wait.
Yes, you've got it.
Okay, let's go.
And if you hear or see anything that you think I might like to know immediately, you tell me.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Sir, look, it's your favorite flower growing on the floor. What is it? The
Damn it, Ipsy. Thank you. That really picked up my mood. I was low, and that is my favorite flower. You know how much I love blue roses.
Yes. Anyway, we continue.
Right. So I'm trying to sneak. Do you want me to roll for it, or do you want me to just assume I succeed?
This rock, it looks like your father.
Ipsy! Put it in your pack. We'll take it home later.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I thought you want to know immediately.
Shush. Right. So, did you need a roll or?
He got a 10.
No, for me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
To do what? To sneak? Yeah.
Yeah, to sneak. This is a disadvantage because I am wearing heavy armor. I'm quite good at that. Meant to be.
You start walking around the side and you hear like clank, clank, clank. Ipsy steps on a twig. You wheel around to have a go at him maybe, and then you make a big clanking noise. Then you hear
I accidentally walk past a tent peg and pull it up, and the tent flaps down.
Yeah. And then you hear a voice say, "Who's that?"
Wait, Ipsy, I have a second plan.
You.
Ipsy, I studied drama at boarding school. Let me get into character.
Should I
It's
introduce you,
me.
sir?
I came back.
Is that is that you
I forgot
responding?
my rock.
I'm looking right at you.
Ipsy, I don't think it's working. This is why I never got the lead. Oh,
Should I introduce you, sir?
of course you should introduce me, Ipsy.
This is Sir Sebastian Egberto the Eighth.
Have you forgotten how to count again, Ipsy? Of course it's eighth.
Dramatist extraordinaire. He was doing an excellent performance of Bullywug. For your benefit, sir. He's like, the orc is just staring at you incredulously and looks like he's waiting for you to say something.
I can't say I blame him.
Together. Sorry?
I am a one-man band performer. I travel and I have come to put on a show for you people. I don't mean that in a rude way when I say you people. I just dig myself into a hole sometimes.
I'm only one person.
Yes, and that is perfect. It's a one-man show and you are that man.
I think you should come in.
Thank you. I step over the tent.
There's two huts, and he's standing at.
Oh, it's a hut. Sorry, I thought it was a tent. Yeah. This is much better than I assumed. I assumed it would be a bit more.
Come this way, please.
I follow him.
And he gestures, and as you walk in front of him, you and Ipsy, are you going to do? Are you kind of go follow his lead at the moment?
I'm going to follow his lead. Do I see the fact we're being tracked by the two guys in the watchtower as well? I assume
they've definitely seen you. You look up; they're looking down at you.
I give them a quick bow.
Yeah, they don't bow.
I didn't think so.
But you can make an insight check if you would like.
Oh. 17.
Yeah, they look at you with disdain. Like maybe the disdain of the classmates you had that didn't like you, is that kind of feeling. And the orc that escorted you in is leading you towards. It's just beyond the watchtower. There's a couple of huts, but between the huts is this cage made of bamboo and wood, and is leading you right over to the cage and gesturing for you to enter the cage. You going into the cage?
Am I going into the cage? They are on the watchtower now.
Would you like to make a perception check now that you're in the camp a bit?
Oh, I would like to make a perception check now I'm in the camp. Why not? 13?
Yeah, we do 13. You notice these orcs, the two in the tower and this one orc, they seem to be the ones busying themselves, but you did walk past one of the huts and heard a bit of snoring, so there's likely to be another orc from there.
Oh, blimey. This is going to go bad to south. Tell me, dear orc, what is your leader's name?
This is Brugor Axebiter.
He bites axes? That's hardcore.
Well, he bites with axes.
He has axes for teeth.
No, he's quite the poet. It's a metaphor.
My goodness, a learned man. I simply must meet him. Is this the waiting room?
Yes, this is the waiting room.
I do not wish to step upon your culture, so I shall just get inside. Ipsy, come.
Before entering, please leave your weapons on the outside of the waiting room in this box.
You seem a trustworthy sort. So, what, all my weapons?
Yes.
I put my heavy crossbow and my rapier. I'm going to try and sneak my whip in as a belt.
Nice. So you try and sneak your whip in. You can make a deception check.
Okay. Flat 10.
Yeah, he's not really. He doesn't notice your whip.
Oh.
But Ipsy goes over to the box as well, and he takes out his daggers. He drops them in. From his trousers, he pulls out a short sword. He drops that in. A long sword comes out. He drops that in. He takes his jacket off, revealing an axe. He drops that in. And then from his satchel, he pulls out this rubber chicken, drops that in. And finally, he pulls out this little thing that looks like he's been whittling it for a long time. It's a little model statuette. It's indecipherable who it might be. He drops that in as well. He nods and he goes into the cage.
You wouldn't want to be on the business end of that rubber chicken, I can tell you that for nothing.
Oh, no, I imagine not. He closes the cage and then he basically ties it with rope, knots it very tightly. Then he puts another load of rope around it. He knots those pieces of rope together. He looks like he knows what he's doing when it comes to knotting rope.
Okay. I shall take... I realised I have no more hit die to spend, but I shall take a short rest because that'll at least get me my action surge back.
Sure. Nice.
I think. Let me just double check the rule book real quick.
Oh, good. I will keep everyone entertained as he's left. He's gone away, and now he's back again. Stop talking about him, everybody.
Oh, no. Where am I? Rogues.
Perhaps I should continue. As Elliot flicks through the rulebook, saying a few words that he's noticing as he flicks through.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you all tell us about your favorite time you got stuck in a cage?
Immediately as well. There was no point in any of this where it looked like I was going to succeed.
Resistance free, walk straight through, straight into the cage.
Yeah.
Perhaps there was a D&D session you've been in where you've surrendered, or perhaps there was a time you didn't surrender but you had no choice, you just put in the cage. Of course, in Out of the Abyss, you start as a prisoner, and the whole point is to escape from it. You ready?
Yes.
Go on then.
So yes, indeed, I get 1 second wind back, which puts me on both my second winds, and I get an action surge back.
Nice.
So I'm nearly at full health as well. So I'm back in total action.
Would you like to have used the second wind you spent, or do you just get 1 second wind back? Sorry.
I have 1 left, so now I get 1 back. I'm back on 2, but I'm on near health. I'm nearly on full health, so I don't need to spend it.
Okay. So in a short rest, you get 1 back. You don't get them all back.
Yes.
Okay.
Here
you go.
How far away is my cage from the watchtower?
It is about 30 feet away.
Okay, right. And where's that orc guard gone? Has he walked back away, or has he stood near me?
So is this at the end of your short rest?
Yes.
So he has gone back to guard the entrance. You would have watched him occasionally looking up at the guards in the watchtower during your short rest. Ipsy would have said, "I can't wait to see your performance when you show everyone what you're going to do, sir. I've never seen you perform before, sir. I can never get tickets." Stuff like that.
Me too, Ipsy. I am also looking forward to see what I'm going to do.
But now, after an hour, the guard is very much where he was initially at the entrance, and almost as if right on cue, several orcs return. So actually, there's two orcs. You might describe them as ordinary orcs. two orcs that look of a similar status to the ones up in the tower and the one guarding.
Mm-hmm.
There's another much more impressive looking orc with a very fierce looking axe. And he's got like a scar across his face and like a man bun from the top, but maybe not a man bun, maybe like a ponytail that pokes out from the top.
How daring!
Like a top ponytail that goes. And there's also a really big ogre.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Right, Ipsy. These people.
Yes.
Again, I didn't mean that derogatorily. These orcs consider strength to be the primary attribute. I shall challenge the leader to one-on-one combat. And when I win, big when is that's out of character. But when I win, I shall demand that they decamp and move away.
Oh, okay, sir. That sounds. I believe in you. It's a shame we don't have our weapons, sir.
Ah, but Ipsy, I performed a piece of cunning intrigue. You'll notice this fashionable wrap around my waist is not all it appears to be. I am in fact sporting a whip.
Oh, wow, that's impressive, sir. Now you can command them to build things or something. And
Ipsy, they are my lessers, they are not my slaves.
I wish I was able to smuggle in a weapon. All I was able to bring in were these toys. And he empties his pockets, and there are two pairs of like brass knuckles with spikes on them, and and there are these they kind of like what are they called? You know, Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sai.
Yeah, there's three pointed things.
The sai.
Yeah, are they scythes?
Yeah, no, not scythes. SAI, size.
Is that what they're called?
I believe so.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know what they're called. He's got a couple of those in there. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, it's up to you then to, if things go wrong, stab one of them.
With what, sir? Let me put away my toys first.
I knew you had a rough upbringing. Excellent. You must have a fascinating backstory that we just do not have time for now, Ipsy. Yes, your toys. Stab them with one of your toys. Preferably a sharp one rather than a blunt one.
Oh, okay. And then it will challenge them to play.
Yes, challenge it. We're challenging them to play. Excellent.
Would you like to take some of them and use them to challenge them to play?
No, I shall stick with my whip. Thank you very much.
Okay. Ipsy slides on his brass knuckles and then starts spinning around his size in his hand, unaided, and then plants them hidden away under behind his belt and under his coat. Says, "Time to play."
Does out of character now, does the half ogre look like the leader, or does it look like the one with the top hair?
No, the full ogre looks like
a full ogre. I was trying to downgrade it to make my life easier.
Looks like a guest of the leader.
A guest? Mm. Oh, well, it'd be rude to interrupt. Let them have their conversation.
Mm.
Can I eavesdrop?
Yes, you can make a perception check.
Back to my skill page, and I've got the roll 20 thing going here, and perception. Oh, the bad rolls are coming. That's an 8 in total. Ipsy, how are you possibly snoring when you're not asleep?
Oh, that's not me, sir. That's my breathing.
My goodness, sounds like a bulldozer.
Oh, there's also someone asleep in that tent over there.
I think you are louder.
Do you hear that, sir? Sounds like rumbling.
Rum pum 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 pum.
Yeah, sounds a bit like that.
Yeah.
Do you hear it?
What kind of rumbling are we talking about? We're talking about snoring rumbling. We're talking about actual thunderous.
No, it sounds like thunder, but it's coming from the floor. And he points at the floor, and you see some dusts kind of bouncing up. And I think it's coming from the way that we came, sir. You obviously hear it because your ears are much better than mine, sir.
Ipsy, let's just pretend for a moment that I don't. Are we talking about? Is it the horses that I asked you to find earlier? Is this you finally bringing them to
Oh,
me?
they came back on a couple of horses.
A couple of horses. They were up to no good.
It sounds like horses. It says it sounds like horses, but it's not their horses.
This is the turn of the
Turning round,
story.
sir.
The horses have finally gone full 180 and become the villains of the piece.
Now, even though your perception check was an 8, you can't hear the rumbling, but you do notice that they were mid conversation. Some of the orcs around, and now the guards in the guard tower are pointing off down at the entrance, and they all go for their weapons. They're aiming at the entrance now. The guard at the gate is like shouting something and pointing. Several of the guards go and hide behind the entrance, and the ogre finds like an upturned cart and kind of squats behind it, except it's still completely visible despite it. Yeah, are you doing anything to get ready? Jenny the genie says, "Thunderfloor."
I say, Orc guard, what's happening?
They are ignoring you.
Could I, and this might be a bit of shenanigan. Can I? My whip has the push ability, as has been established.
Oh yes,
Could I use my whip on the back of the cage
yes,
and push the cage, break the cage?
Yeah, go on. Make an attack roll. You're gonna have to hit it, and
Well, hopefully I can hit the broadside of a barn.
What's your saving throw?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you miss it. It is a cage. It's not a solid door, to be fair.
Yeah, I fumbled getting off. My saving throw in what regards? Magical.
No, the saving throw for the push.
Oh, I don't think it is a saving throw. I think it just happens.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Do you want to try whipping it again?
Yes, why not? While I've got, I don't think I actually managed to fish out my weapon mastery either.
I'm sure we've got 6 seconds, sir.
12.
12 is still a miss, I'm afraid. You hit it, but not. You didn't get the sweet spot.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure there's 6 more seconds, sir. Oh, I think they're coming.
Critical hits.
Nice.
Take that, you stupid cage.
You hit it, you whip it, it makes a satisfying noise, and the cage door almost explodes off of the cage. It breaks the rope as well, and the door comes flying off just at the point. 4 armored men come riding in, possibly men, 4 armored people, I should say, come
Warriors.
riding in on horseback, swords at the ready, swiping at the orcs by their sides. The ogre gets up and starts charging at them. We're going to roll initiative now.
Oh my goodness.
Since you've just burst out of the cage.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see.
How old was I for that? Oh, I'm a bit. Oh, I was going to say I'm a bit taken aback, but 10 still beats a 3.
I got a 6, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And one more. 8. That was an 8. So let's add that. I'm going to enter them into the turn order as randos.
Nice.
Yeah, so then they'll go on that turn. Okay. All right, so... Oh, sorry. Should we get them in the right order? That would be nice. Descending. There we go. Right. The randos will represent the goodies and the goodies. I don't know if they're the goodies. The randos will represent basically everyone who you're not engaged with. And the 6 will represent whoever you're engaging with.
My betrothed is here.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So you burst open the door. And you are free to act. On your left, from the snoring tent, you see a very sleepy-looking orc, registering the fact that you've just burst out of a cage in his camp. but he's also registering the fact that there are people on horseback riding in and rushing the camp. What would you like to do? There is one orc that's noticed you, but as far as you can tell, but the others seem to be engaged in whatever's going on.
Right. I don't know who these armoured individuals are. They have now moved down my list of priorities. The orcs are still top priority. I am going to, but I see that most of the orcs are now engaged. So my tactical mind has pointed out the guard tower still the threat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up on my plan from earlier. I'm going to try and does the ladder look secure in any way, or does it just look like a ladder has been leant against the watchtower? Or the middle of the watchtower?
The ladder, it seems like it's just leaning. There's like a hatch underneath the watchtower.
Yeah.
And the ladder seems to be leaning against it.
Okay. I am going to climb slightly up the bottom. Oh, no, 30 foot away. I'm going to run to the bottom underneath the watchtower. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do a little bit of a jump. And I'm going to use my fire breath, which has a range of 30 feet. Straight line up into the bottom of the watchtower to set it on fire.
Okay. Fair enough. It's quite dramatic.
Thank you.
Do your attack roll. The watchtower is not going to save.
It's a dexterity save.
It's not going to save.
Oh, so just damage.
Yeah, the watchtower, unlike most watchtowers, is not going to be able to jump out of the way.
Sake. 2 points of fire damage.
Nice. Yes, you managed to start a bit of a fire around the entrance to the watchtower. It might take a bit of time for it to
get going. Yeah.
Was that an action or a bonus action?
That's an action.
All right. Would you like to do a bonus action of any sort?
I'm still at high health, so I will. I turn around and I say, Ipsy, for goodness sakes, for the 5th time, hide!
You want Ipsy to hide?
Yes! Because if he stays out, he's just going to go down again.
Ipsy looks around, looks at the orc staring right at him, and then goes in the opposite direction to the orc and hides in a different hut.
Yes, finally.
Other side. The orc that watched him definitely sees him go in there, though, because he's looking at him. All right. The orcs up above you are going to. Well, they haven't. I'm going to say with your 2, to be honest, they haven't noticed that the thing has started catching fire.
Yeah,
they're oblivious.
It hasn't made it through to the top of the watchtower yet.
They're going to be firing arrows. Basically, there's going to be a thing. I'm going to say the ones riding horses have a bit of an element of surprise at the moment, and they're going to have advantage, and the other one's going to have disadvantage for this initial round. So I'm going to roll 4 dice. 2 on the left are theirs. The horseback ones, and 2 on the right are for the orcs and ogres. Right? It does matter. No, it doesn't matter. They still, even with their advantage versus the orcs' disadvantage, the orcs do manage to get control of the situation quite quickly. They pull one of the men off of the horse. The horse goes falling over off to the side. Another one, the horse rears up before he can get any more hits in. And then 2 of them come rushing through, and the ogre bursts out from behind the wagon, completely obscured. They didn't see it. And he just pushes the horses over onto the floor, and they go to the floor as well. Right, it's back to your turn again. Oh, right. Actually, that guy who saw you and also saw Ipsy is going to follow Ipsy into that tent. Right, now it's your turn.
Shit. Right, I am going to thinking back to my earlier strategy. I'm going to take my heavy crossbow. Oh no, my heavy crossbows. Can I have picked up my heavy crossbow from the bin as I ran out of the cage?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you. I whip my heavy crossbow back out, and I'm going to try and shoot the ogre in the knee.
The ogre.
The
Okay.
ogre.
All right. Well, you shoot the ogre. Go for it.
Well, don't speak too soon. Where am I? Heavy
It's
crossbow.
not hard to hit. It's an ogre. You get him somewhere.
8.
I mean, you missed the ogre.
Okay. Plan.
Right.
Second plan. Second part of my plan. I move into the. Am I close enough to get to the tent with it? The hut with Ipsy and the ogre, the orc in.
Yes.
I run into that hut.
Right.
I also, over my shoulder, shout, "Your mother was a porcupine!"
You say that over your shoulder?
To the ogre.
Oh, okay.
And
nice.
I race into the hut. What's the scene before me?
So the scene before you is you kind of run into the back of the orc who's standing at the entrance, and Ipsy is facing the orc. It's going to be his turn. It's going to be their turn to resolve things next. So.
I will action surge.
All right.
Possibly a waste to use it this early, but I'm trying to keep Ipsy at least semi out of combat. I would like to sidestep around the orc to get nearer the front of him and then use my whip to try and push the orc out of the tent.
We don't really have the movement.
I don't have the movement for it. Never mind. It was a hopeful plan.
You could whip him and push him into Ipsy.
I don't want to do that. I'm just going to try to stab him with my rapier then.
You could wrap the whip around his neck.
Good Lord, that seems a bit uncouth. No, I shall stab him.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is 6 points of piercing damage. And you, sir, are vexed.
What does that mean?
It means the next time I attack the orc, that particular orc, I have advantage on my attack roll.
Nice. Yes. You stab him. Good job. So that's the end of your turn. You're done with your action surge and stuff like that.
Yes, indeed.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to resolve the orc and Ipsy situation because even though the orc got stabbed in the back, he was on the left, by the way. He's seems to be much more concerned with what Ipsy's doing. Basically, all you see, you've just stabbed him in the back. You've said something very cutting, saying he's vexed. Mm-hmm. And he almost immediately after that drops to his knees, flops to the side, lands on his back, and he has 2 sighs sticking out of his chest. So, he's not good at this game, sir. And then Ipsy pulls out the sighs.
Yes, he's just sleeping, Ipsy. Tired.
Yeah. You didn't see Ipsy stab him, which might suggest he had already done the job. But then Ipsy's like, should I go back to hiding, sir?
Yes!
He swings his size around in his hand very impressively.
Like a gunslinger.
Holsters them, and then he goes over to a basket, opens it, climbs into the basket, and pulls the lid closed.
Right.
And then he just the basket just opens a tiny bit, and you can see his eyes looking at you.
Perfect, Ipsy. If you see me in trouble, attack the thing I'm attacking.
Don't worry, sir. I can't see anything from here.
Puts my mind totally at ease.
Okay, that's his turn anyway.
Yeah, that's the inside the hut dealt with.
The orcs and the ogre and the people that were once on horseback. There's still one of them on horseback. They're now got an even playing field. So the invaders will be on the left. They fail again.
Fuck's sake.
You don't really see what happens currently, but you hear a lot of human blood-curdling screaming and shouting and failure. All right, it's back to your turn.
Back to my turn. Perfect. I'm just quickly checking how often I can do. How's the I stick my head out of the hut. How's the watchtower looking?
From the underside, the fire has spread significantly, and it's starting to kind of lick up into the entrance in the middle. It hasn't caught on the outside yet. The outside is kind of padded with straw, so that once it gets there, that's the bit that you're waiting for.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it does seem that it's slightly distracting to the people in the watchtower. Who one of them has gone for the center, is getting ready to climb down. What would you like? Yeah, other than that, when you survey the scene, you see three men, or three people on the floor, kind of moving backwards. One person on horseback, still kind of locked in combat with Brugor with the axe. He's managing to keep him at bay just about, but he's kind of the momentum's against him.
No worries.
What would you like to do?
Right, I was checking up, and yes, I had 2 uses of my my dragon breath, and I've used both of them now. So that's out the window. I will switch back to my heavy crossbow, and I will try to attack Axe Biter, the poetic looking orc.
Okay, he's about 60 feet from you in the moment.
My heavy crossbow has a range of 100 feet, so I'm good.
Nice, go for it.
Critical miss.
Nice. Yeah, one of those. Your bolt kind of skids along the floor and hits one of the men that are sprawling around. Can you make a damage roll, please?
Oh, get lost. That was so close to being on the 10 as well. That would have been very bad.
Yeah, that guy's got it right in the leg. It's like, ah!
He used to be an adventurer, you know.
Ipsy's eyes suddenly pop up from outside the thing. Oh, good shot, sir. And then he
Wrong,
drops back in.
Wrong target, Ipsy.
So, would you like to move? Would you like to stay where you are?
I will move into the mix so that I am
a target.
40. No, not so. Well, yeah. Why not? Let's throw my body at it. At least I've got hit points to distract from the people who are getting beaten the shit out of. I move up next to the guy I just shot. Did you see that shot from the watchtower?
Unbelievable. Are you going to, would you like to try and remove the bolt from his leg so you can recycle it?
Not right now.
All right. It is the battle continues between the orcs and the humans. It's like Warcraft now. These humans are doing terribly. You say, did you see that shot to the watchtower to the guy? He looks at you. He opens his mouth. And then that cart that the ogre was hiding behind squashes his head. And you roll over you look and see the ogre looming over you now. The one on horseback still kind of holding their own, but they've jumped off the horse now so that they can have a steady footing as they fight Brugor. The other 2 are kind of just sliding backwards, trying not to get hit, but not doing a very good job of it. As the other orcs kind of approach them. And yeah,
bad times.
One more thing before your turn. Let me see. Okay, all right. Now it's your turn. Got a 7 on the dice, if that means anything to anybody. It means something to me.
Oh, God, I'm glad it means something to you, but no, to me it means nothing. So the ogre's up in my face now. The only other person
thing you can do this session, by the way, because it's past.
Oh my goodness, yes. I better make it a good one then. Sort all these critical misses. Yes, I'm going to stab him with my rapier in the hopes that I can vex him and get advantage at the start of next session, which means I also have to remember that I have advantage next session.
Yeah, you'll be in the chat.
Let's do it! 23!
That very much hits the ogre.
Yes! Crap! 4 points of piercing damage.
You
It was
poke
better
it
against the
into
fucking dead guy.
Yep, you poke your rapier into his big body. He doesn't like it very much, but you don't get anything vital.
Huzzah! I think this is you. Am I stabbing you right now, or is this just your clothes? I can't tell.
He's not wearing many clothes. Would you like? So you've X'd him.
Yep.
Just remind the audience what that means.
It means I get advantage on my next attack. Thinking about it now, I should have hit him with my whip to knock him back so that I could run away, and then we could play a merry game of chase. But that'll probably be for next session.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. No. Well, let me do their thing. So
yeah, finish the round.
Yeah. All right. So the randos battle. Let's see.
Come on.
Oh
yes.
Two of them that were sprawling along the floor have managed to get to their feet, have got their shields up, and are kind of defending themselves a bit more capably now. And the one that's locked in battle with Brugor, manages to beat away their axe as he swings it and get a bit of a hit in the side. And there's a bit more going on.
I was going to say we don't talk about Bruno, no.
Yeah. Now, with that too, you see kind of making its way around the camp. You know, Metal Gear Solid, when there's a snake is crawling around in a box. you see very obviously a basket crawling around the camp, making its way, circling around towards Brugor, and he's about 20. This box is about 20 feet away from Brugor now. Fortunately, because of the whole situation, not many people have seen him. The ones in the watchtower would be most likely to see him, but they are now busy trying to pat out the fire. One of them is getting ready to jump down the ladder because it's really catching a blaze now. They're very distracted by that.
Throw down a dirty magazine.
But that is the end of their turn, so we'll start with your turn next time. But yeah, congratulations getting involved in all this stuff.
Not that I'm trying to encourage this, but does the ogre get a turn?
The ogre. Yeah, because the ogre's locked in battle with you then. All right, the ogre's going to get a 14 as he tries to hit you. Is that hit?
Aha! 16! Mother
Nice.
ogre!
Basically, he pulled up the dead person that was alive just a second ago and tried to swing him at you, and you roll out of the way before he can hit you.
Lord, he's used the wrong fork!
Nice. All right, earlier, there was a question. What was the question?
I'm glad you asked. Crenshinibon, a sentient evil relic, also known as the Crystal Shard, drew its strength from what natural source?
Natural source. I'm just gonna say Shardlin, but I feel like it is Shardlin, so I don't know. What's your guess? Disseminators was water. Thruna said hello immediately afterwards, which I don't know.
It was a solid guess. It could have been hello.
Yeah. And then since then, people have been putting song lyrics and some music notes. So what's your guess?
My guess was, I was going to say, the elemental power of the earth itself, magma.
All right, fair enough. Oh, actually, Pergo said sounds earthy, so from the heart of a volcano.
You didn't tell me someone had already guessed it. I'm going to change my guess. I'm going to change my guess.
No
I'm going to say the weave, the magical tapestry that makes up the magic in the world. The weave.
Oh, actually, Thruna... No, I'm joking.
Shut up, Pergo. Let me have it.
Yeah, it's all yours. What's the answer?
The answer was... the sun or the light of day.
Oh, what a brilliant answer.
After expending energy, Crenshinibon needed to recharge in sunlight. It's freaking Superman.
So Crenshinibon, yeah, I was literally going to say Superman as well. Good. Or a plant, I guess.
Photosynthesizing.
Yeah. All right. Do you have anything you'd like to say to your Egberto Baker's Dozen?
Keep failing upwards, y'all.
All right. Take that message. Pergo says, "Great minds think alike," because you had the
That's
same.
true. That's true. I can't deny that. And idiots seldom differ.
Mm. He also said, Pergo is very generous. I like this guy. He said, "Haha, what a brilliant answer. I see what you did there. I mean, I don't, but I'm sure it was amazing."
Thank you.
Nice. But yeah, over to you and to get us out of here. Bye.
Bye.